Hey, it is Thursday. All right, let's see who comes on in. Let's get this over with. Dang, Rozier in yet? Uh-oh, there they go. Denise George. Diane Rozier right after Wayne Daughtery. Good morning. Jacqueline Grass. There's Jonquin. I'm sorry. Maji, good to see you. Good morning, good morning. Listen, folks, let me give you this disclaimer as I begin. I don't know what area I walk into, but as usual, might cause a little bit of a breakup or pause in the video. There's no need to say breaking up. There's no need to say, hey, it's freezing. I already know. So the best thing I can do, and when I see it freeze, is to just pause what I'm saying and then continue when the pause ends. So I already know, just giving you guys a heads up already up front, that if it pause, I already know it. All right, namaste, Maji. Good morning. Good morning, Nisa. Brother Fred. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get started, folks, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like, and I don't know if it's going to be freezing us up or not. And Keisha Long, good morning. So let's get going. If it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Folks, I want to talk to you this morning about excuses, man. Listen, the topic said it perfectly. Excuses are for those who are excused from winning. Excuses are for those who are excused from winning. About several months ago, I shared a story about a gentleman by the name of Alonzo Herndon. Alonzo Herndon was born a slave, 1868, and who was later emancipated. And from being a slave, he opened up 2 barbershops. Because of segregation during those years, he wasn't even able to move or walk into the front doors of his own barbershop because his clientele were like high-end Caucasian people. He had to walk in the back door of his own barbershop in order for him to conduct his business. He later got out of the barbering business, got it into the insurance business, and with his insurance business, he became the first black millionaire in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, and the richest black millionaire in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. Died in around 1921. Now, folks, I'm sharing this information for you for a reason. So make sure you look up Alonzo Herndon. That's the story I shared with you several months ago. But today I'm going to share a small story about a gentleman by the name of Barney Ford. Barney Ford was born to a Virginia slave woman and a slave plantation owner in 1822. He died in 1902 at the age of 80. Good morning, Goldie Perry, Leslie White. Thank you for joining. Barney Ford was born a slave, ladies and gentlemen. His slave owner hired him out to work on the Mississippi Riverboat. On that Mississippi Riverboat, he escaped and made his way to Chicago, Illinois. As he went to Chicago, Illinois, is where he found his wife. He got married. Later, he started going into he also went into the barbering business. just like Alonzo Herndon did. Then he also opened restaurants and hotels. Barney Ford became one of the wealthiest men. Not one of the wealthiest black men, but one of the wealthiest men in Colorado. Now, two people's stories I just shared with you real fast, and look them both up. Alonzo Herndon and Barney Ford. Now, Barney Ford, he wasn't emancipated. He escaped slavery with the help of people who were involved with the Underground Railroad. Okay? Barney Ford, just like Alonzo Herndon, Barney Ford also went from slavery to millionaire, from slavery to riches. Now, I'm sharing this story for a reason, folks. If these two gentlemen were able to accomplish what they accomplished coming from slavery, there's no bigger handcuff that we could ever face other than slavery, right? If they can accomplish what they accomplished in the 1800s, what do you and I have to whine, complain, protest, and all that bullcrap about in 2017? Yes, a school named after him in Denver. In Denver, also, there's a building that's named after him. They also have him in the Business Hall of Fame in Denver also. Business Hall of Fame. He got so many accomplishments. They have him in so many different things there. Brother Okun, good morning. Now, folks, if those two men were slaves, we're not slaves. Why are we making excuses to accomplish our dreams, goals, and our aspirations today? Yes, his house is also a museum. Alonzo Herndon's his house is also a museum. So, folks, I'm sharing this information. I'm sharing this information because there are so many great opportunities for us to make a difference. Now I share this information not only just to black folk. There's some white folk out there that's making excuses too. This is messages for anybody who is out here claiming they want something, but have a whole lot of excuses as to why they don't go after it. Let me just share something else with you. In January, we have the 2018 Tampa Bay Wealth Summit scheduled for January the 20th. We're still making some arrangements with Stedman Graham to be one of the keynote speakers. We already have a contract with Brian Tracy, and we're also working out deals with Dr. Willie Jolly as well. Some people might say, hey man, I don't live that far. I don't live in Tampa. I'm all the way in DC. I'm all the way in New York. I'm all the way in California. Well, let me share something with you, ladies and gentlemen. If you have that type of mindset, then that's an employee's mindset. Because let me share something with you. The very jobs many of you are applying for right now, those same jobs are being applied for from people who are all the way in Bangalore, India. You guys hear that? Some of the jobs you're applying for today are the same jobs that are being applied for from people who are in Bangalore, India, who will travel over here, get the knowledge, get the jobs, whatever it takes to outperform you, to out-income you. And these same people knows how to be your landlord. You folks. You can eat at their restaurants. I've eaten at their restaurants. Those same people know how to be your IT director, your managers. Those same people know how to open up business and shops right close to or in your community. You see what I'm saying? Good morning, Trayon Brown. So you have to kill the excuses, folks. Listen, write this down. You can't make money and excuses at the same time. Put that in the comments. You can't make money and excuses at the same time. Now, there are people who say, Jay, you talk about money a lot. Is money everything? Yeah, money is everything when you have a business, because you can't run your business with no money. You see, folks, it's about building value so that the money can find you. Do you go to your pastor and say, well, pastor, you talk about God a lot, right? I'm a businessman. When you talk business, you talk money. You can't run business. As a matter of fact, you can't even run your personal life without money. You see, if that's your mindset on money, you need to get out of business. You don't need to be an entrepreneur. You need to just keep a job. So, one thing you have to realize, folks, people who make those type of statements about money, those are also excuses. Those are cop-outs. Excuses are nothing but cop-outs, people. They make cop-out statements to keep them from taking their personal life or their businesses to another level. See, if you wanna stay idle, if you want to stay where you are, you want to stay content with where you are, then you start making excuses. You start throwing out some cop-out statements. Money can't buy happiness. Who the hell said I was sad? Who said I wasn't happy? Who said anything about being happy? Happy wasn't even the topic of discussion when we're talking about business. Where the hell did happy come from? You see, folks, people, you got to be careful with the people around you. Because let me tell you something. There are people in your circle. Watch out for these bees. Make sure I don't get stung out here. There are people in your circle that are drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. You see, you got your back turned because you're in the front rowing the boat. But people are behind you drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. You got to watch them. You got to listen to the excuses that come out of their mouth. Listen to the little slick disses. I call them slick diss. When they throw out a little slick diss at you and then try to camouflage it, well, I'm only playing. No, Joe, you're not playing. That's exactly how you're thinking. That is what you're thinking of me. You see what I'm saying, folks? Listen. Stay away from people where all they do is make excuses. Because the ones who make excuses generally bitch and moan about the current situation that they're in. You see, Barney Ford became a millionaire because he took himself out of slavery by escaping through the Underground Railroad. If you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a bad job, you need to find an Underground Railroad to escape from it. Otherwise, your situation is not going to change. Change, folks. You got to change your thinking in order for your lifestyle to change. Remember, yesterday I just spoke on lifestyle transformation. Check that video out from yesterday. Okay? So, folks, that's all I'm going to give you guys today. I hope this was informative, because it's starting to get a little drizzle. I don't want to get wet. I got my little gear on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get myself wet up. But listen, share this video, folks. Shout out to Diane Rozier, Denise George, Nisa Hopper. They always sharing the video. I really much appreciate that. So listen, share this video, and I need you to do three other favors. One is Visit my business page, Jay Lee Speaks. Why? Because our Monday Motivational Power Talk will be coming from that page. It comes from that page every Monday at 9 p.m. So visit Jay Lee Speaks. So visit that page, like that page, and make sure you get notifications every time information comes from that page. Also, visit my other page, WAN Global LLC. That's WAN Global LLC. Like that page, because we're kicking off our Wealth Summit tours in January of next year. Okay? And you want to know information about that. We're talking about wealth building. So we're going to teach you a lot of that information, folks. Thank you very much, Nisa Harper and Brother Akun, Dan Rozier, Denise George. Really much appreciate that. And third, which is last but not least of the favors, is to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Lee. I love you, and the world need you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. Talk with you soon.